There was almost an Earthbound game on GameCube. Where's my Switch pre-order? Where? And there's a lot more hot debates going on constantly for Sword and Shield. Mistranslations abound. Okay, I know Spawnwave talked about this a couple days ago, or maybe yesterday. I don't remember. All right, I watched the video and it was kind of. I was just like, wow, that was fucking sick. But I haven't talked about it, and I wanted to talk about it now because this was awesome. All right, I looked further in depth into it, and we almost got an Earthbound / Mother game on GameCube. I don't know if we in America would have gotten it, but the world would have gotten another Mother 3 would have been on GameCube. I don't know if it would have been called Mother 3 actually, but it was pitched as a sequel, so I'd imagine that it would be Mother 3 still, and maybe that gives it more of a chance to be brought to America if it's on GameCube. I don't really know. I feel like maybe it's less of a chance, honestly, because the Game Boy's so popular that you know, it makes sense to like just port anything over to America from the Game Boy. I don't know. We got a fan translation, etc., blah, blah, blah. It'd have been a lot harder if it was on GameCube to get it, like fan translations. You have to like make your own disc and shit. I don't know the intricacies of that, but I guess luckily we got it on Game Boy. But the GameCube mock-ups that I saw, they weren't screenshots or footage. This never went into production in any way, shape, or form. But the person who pitched it, Yasuyuki Hone, made some little mock-ups of what he thought the game should look like, and it looked so fucking cool. It was made like all crafty, like Yoshi's Crafted World, I guess, or it was, you know, like the original Earthbound artwork. It like kind of like a claymation style. It looked like that, and I was like, dude, oh my god, if you guys made it look like that, and I can imagine the music on GameCube just bumping so hard, and I'm just like so nostalgic and just cool feelings all over. I can just imagine just playing it like, I mean, I got Mother 3 music in the background of the news, all right? It's great stuff. It would be quite a fucking adventure, quite a journey. Nostalgic as hell. I get nostalgic about stuff while I'm doing it, or like even in the future. I get nostalgic about like going to the movies in the future, which doesn't make sense. I know what nostalgia is, okay? But I have like this weird feeling. So I'm like picturing, I have like this this fake nostalgia for something that didn't even happen. I'm like, man, Earthbound on the GameCube, that was awesome. And it didn't even happen. So imagine if it did happen. Like, Jesus Christ, come on. But apparently, he was a former Square dev. He worked on Chrono Trigger, which obviously Chrono Trigger is incredible, one of the best RPGs of all time. Don't at me there. And you know it is, all right? Especially 2D. 2D, it might be the best. Maybe, in my opinion, I like it the best. But I'm not going to get into that debate anyways, but he currently works at Monolith Soft, so this guy knows what he's doing, all right? And this was in the summer of 2003, well before Mother 3 came out, which was 2006. And he pitched this to Iwata, apparently. The reason why he brought this up on Twitter, he tweeted out this stuff, was because Iwata has a book coming out about him, about Iwata's life. And he was like, okay, well, I want to show the first time I met Iwata. And this is the first time he met Iwata. He pitched this to Iwata, and then Iwata got Itoi, the Earthbound creator and, you know, the producer behind Earthbound, Shigesato Itoi. Iwata like tricked him into a meeting. Like, he didn't tell him what the meeting was about, because I guess like Itoi doesn't really like making Earthbound games. Like, he liked the first one and the second one, and then he's like, I'm done, all right, I no more. And then he did the third one. He liked it, but he's like, no more, done. So maybe in like this time frame, he didn't want to hear it. He just didn't want to hear about Earthbound, all right, or Mother in his case. But this guy was like, I got great ideas. I got great ideas about where this series can go, and it's gonna look nice. And apparently, Itoi at first was like caught off guard, like, okay, you guys called me here for this meeting. You didn't even tell me what it was, and you're throwing Mother shit at me. Come on, guys! And apparently, Iwata made an uh-oh face in the quotes. This has been reported by Kotaku, Nintendo Life, a bunch of other places. Same type of shit. I'm just talking about it. This is just my opinions on the matter, obviously. But it all sounded really, really cool. And apparently, Itoi did get a little more engaged when he saw like the images that Hone brought, and he was like, okay, this is pretty cool. He's liking the vibes. He's liking how it feels. Like 1980s Americana, apparently, was like the vibe he was getting from it. And I'm like, oh my god, this sounds so fucking cool. It looks so cool. Why could we not have gotten this? Like, why does Nintendo have the Mother series? It's like one of the most well-regarded, like respected. It's just heralded as something that's so precious in gaming. And Nintendo goes, fuck it, we don't give a shit about Mother. They're like, oh, you want more Mother? Fuck you, sorry. And like, does Itoi own it? I don't know what the deal is there. I know it's a Nintendo RPG. Like, can they not just make it without Itoi? I know it wouldn't be the same. I know. Okay. But I mean, at least give us something, like some kind of like Mother's just sitting in the back, just like rotting. All right, it's one of like the greatest things in gaming. It's literally just being squandered because Toy's like, nope, I don't want to do it. I'm not making any more Mothers. Ha ha! You guys stink. Boo. That sucks, Toy. God, you're gonna fucking die, and then we're definitely getting no more Mother. Like, we got Earthbound 64 that was almost a thing. It's like all these almost projects with Mother and Earthbound. It's like, why couldn't we get them? Why? It could have been so cool. We've only ever had 2D 16-bit. I guess in Game Boy is technically 32-bit, but get out of here. It's fucking 16-bit, right? Like, I guess you know, that's all we've had. Like, there's so much more where Earthbound could go. Like, it's just the fucking ideas, the opportunities, everything is just limitless. It's just like, it could be amazing, and Toy's just like, nope. And Nintendo's like, hey, he said it. So it's like, why, guys? Why can't we get more Mother or Earthbound? This looked amazing. I'm gonna have a picture of it on screen, and you're gonna go, God, fuck. You're gonna feel the pain with me. And maybe you don't like RPGs really, and you don't really give a shit. It's a turn-based RPG. It's a very, very cool, very, very stylized, very unique compared to any other RPG. Seriously, it's not. It's like nothing else. Really, really, it is. And that's. I know people say shit like that, but this is dead seriously. The Mother series is like nothing else. So it's really sad that we couldn't get more, and that we hear about like the almost things we got with Mother and Earthbound. And I don't think we're ever gonna get anything ever again, and it's just sad. It's just a waste of an incredible IP. And Nintendo, you should be arrested or punished for squandering such an amazing thing. I don't know. But it was cool to see, but also very sad at the same time, like I said. So there you go. Sorry, RPG fans. Sword and Shield, obviously, is an incredibly divisive topic amongst gamers and Pokemon fans specifically. You know, there's the no national dex situation, there's the graphics, the animations, blah, 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 everything. It's a huge, there's people on this side like, they're doing their best, guys, shut up. And there's people like, well, they're clearly not doing their best, because they are not doing their best, clearly. There's so many videos debunking everything that they say. Like, oh, you said you were working on quality animations? Well, then why the fuck are you still using the 3DS ones? What the fuck? Oh, you making new models from scratch? Well, why the fuck is it literally the exact same model from the 3DS? Can you tell me that, Game Freak? And there still are people that are apologizing for Game Freak, like, no, guys, take it easy, it's pretty great. And it's just like, come on, guys, get it together. But anyways, there was this there was this interview that came out where they were talking about. I'm gonna get the direct quote. I screenshotted it because I didn't want to write it down because it was a long quote. So we're gonna go to the screenshot and we're gonna read it off here. This is a quote that was mistranslated apparently, or it's been like retranslated a few times because someone used Google Translate originally, like some reputable websites use Google Translate, and like it said, oh, we're making the models from scratch, and then people were like, they didn't say that. They said they got to start from scratch in the game. They didn't say they're making the models from scratch. And then like it's been a debate like, are they making the models from scratch? Clearly they're not even. I mean, and people are like, see, look, they said it. Anyways, before I get into the quote, people are like, well, they said they're making them from scratch, so we should take them at their word. It's like, no, you shouldn't. Because for one thing, even if they did say that, they're clearly lying. It's a lie. Like, what do you mean? We can just debunk it right now. Go back and look at the old animations compared to the new animations. Literally the exact same. Your rival in Sword and Shield does the exact same animations as they did in Sun and Moon. Pokemon doing the exact same animation. These aren't from scratch. Like, regardless if they like, okay, well, they said it. Like, even if it is translated correctly where it says, oh, yes, it's from scratch. Some people said it's, they're starting the game from scratch. Even if it is, they're making animations from scratch, or what they said, they're lying. Like, they've lied numerous times in the past already. They said all this stuff that, like, clearly has been debunked. It's like, why are you like, okay, well, they said it, so we gotta believe it. You don't gotta believe what people say. That's not how the world works, all right? People lie, especially companies, to make money. But anyways, we'll get into the exact quote here. The question was, considering the quality of graphics in Pokemon Sword and Shield, it certainly would require considerable time to do that kind of work for every Pokemon. Then Masuda replies, I was personally sad about this decision. Of course, had it been feasible, I would have liked to make it possible to bring every Pokemon into the game. However, this was a choice we needed to make sooner or later. In the end, we had to choose quality. Okay, Masuda, quality. All right, buddy. I've seen so many funny comparisons with like Digimon games to Pokemon, and then like Xenoblade to Pokemon, like literally Dragon Quest to Pokemon, every RPG that's like coming out on Switch to Pokemon, and they just blow it out of the water in terms of like the graphics, the fidelity, the animations, etc., blah, blah, blah. They just seriously blow Sword and Shield out of the water. And this is the most lucrative entertainment franchise in the world, all right? They got the money, and you're like, it's a small team. It's a small team at Game Freak, Shane. Well, they make fucking billions of dollars, so get a bigger team, bitch. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? But anyways, Omori joins in here and says, Masuda and I discussed this issue a great deal, even for Pokemon Sun. This is where the discrepancy comes in. Even for Pokemon Sun and Moon, it was quite a difficult situation to make it possible to bring every Pokemon into the game, but you did it on 3DS, which you can't do it on Switch for some reason. Anyways, now that we are moving to the Nintendo Switch and remaking the model from scratch, we had to make some kind of choice that they're making the remodels from scratch. They're not. That's a lie. We had to make some kind of choice. That said, despite the limitation on the Pokemon that can be brought into the game's wild areas, stories, and other content is quite rich. I believe players will understand that when they play the game. And it's like, no, you're just lying out your ass nonstop. And this was Nintendo Life. They hired a independent translator to translate it instead of like a website that would do it. And he said, that person said that, hey, he said they're making the Pokemon models from scratch, and that doesn't solve anything, all right? Okay, so that is what he said. We'll accept that. That's what he said, but he's lying. Like I said, he's lying. They're not making the Pokemon animations from scratch. They can say whatever they want, and little kids are gonna fucking believe it, which is what Pokemon's catered toward. But us adults are gonna go, oh, Game Freak, you silly bitch. Well, what are you doing, lying right to our face? Like every other company does. Like Nintendo did with the Switch Lite. They said, we're not making a Switch Lite. Get out of here, jokers. And then like a week later, they're like, yeah, we are. Just kidding. Gotcha. That's how companies work, okay? They lie to make money. They're not going to tell you the truth. They're going to be like, you know what? We really don't give a shit about Pokemon. We really want to focus on town because we're kind of tired of being the Pokemon guys. So we're kind of just rushing shit out for Pokemon. We don't give a fuck. And whatever we make, you're going to buy it because you're Pokemon fans, and that's what they do. They can't say that, obviously. Even though they've damn near said it a couple times. They literally said, like, we got Team 1 on town and Team 2 on Pokemon. We're really putting a lot of emphasis on town. We're working really hard for town. Like, they've said this shit, all right? This is out there. You can go look it up. You don't believe me. Don't apologize for Game Freak. You're the consumer. You deserve to have your voice heard and to get a quality product if you're going to put your money into it. I'm not buying the game, at least not new. Maybe I'll buy it used. A lot of people recommend to buy it used because I do love Pokemon. I do want to play it, but I don't want to give Game Freak money and support their laziness. Sorry. But back to the debate of this. There you go. That's the translation. We'll accept it as fact that they said they're making it from scratch, but that does not make it a true statement. End of discussion, in my opinion. We got the Switch Lite announced, damn near a week ago now, right? And then so, I've been trying to pre-order this thing every day. Like, I literally have notifications turned on from Best Buy for whenever it goes live. I check the Best Buy website probably every 20 minutes. I go there and I refresh the page and see if it's available. When I'm on my computer, I have a tab open specifically for Best Buy. I go refresh the page. I'm literally waiting because I'm fairly certain that the first batch is gonna sell out, and I don't want to wait for a restock. I want to get the first batch. Sue me. What are you gonna do? I'm an adult. I can do what I want with my money. Anyways, and it's not there. It's never available. It's not been available. Everyone, like, the first day, like, pre-order's gonna be live soon. Everybody get ready, wait. I can't wait to get the pre-orders. And like, another day goes by, like, any minute now, pre-orders, they'll be live. I know they will, obviously. And the next day, like, I mean, they're coming. I don't know, sometime. It's literally been almost a fucking week, and we don't have pre-orders live. Japan has pre-orders. Europe has pre-orders as far as I've seen. I know Japan's are completely live. I'm pretty sure Europe and the United Kingdom have their pre-orders up and ready to go, at least in some places. But in America, we've got zero, zip, zilch, nothing in terms of Nintendo Switch pre-orders. And someone in the last video I made about the Nintendo Switch, when I was talking about we've been waiting for like a couple days and there's no word on the pre-orders. Someone said there was a little disclaimer on the video that said, like, it's not going to be available for pre-order until something happens. And I was like, I forgot what they said exactly, but it made me go back and watch the trailer. And at the 3:39 mark, if you go look at the Nintendo Switch Lite trailer, pause it at the 3:39 mark, there is a little white small text disclaimer at the bottom of the screen that I didn't notice the first time. I mean, whatever. It's like dumb, like, don't, these gamers are professionals. Don't try to, like, just some bullshit, you know what I mean? But I was like, okay, well, let's see what this guy's talking about. I'm assuming it was a guy, maybe it was a girl, I don't know. But anyways, and this is the quote from what the little thing on the bottom of the screen said, what the notification was. It said, Nintendo Switch Lite has not been authorized as required by the rules of the Federal Communications Commission. Nintendo Switch Lite is not and may not be offered for sale or lease or sold or leased until authorization is obtained. And I'm like, I'm like, wait, what? You guys didn't even run this by the FCC before you put it out? That's how secret you were trying to keep it? It was the worst kept secret in the game. First of all, everybody knew it was coming. The model got leaked from China. Everything was leaked. You motherfuckers didn't have the wherewithal to be like, you know what, fuck it, all right? It's been leaked. People know what's coming clearly. Every industry analyst has heard that it's coming. They've told everyone it's coming. Let's just go run it by the FCC. So when we do announce it, it'll be smooth, right? It'll be a smooth launch. Like, here it is, it's ready. But now we're just like in this weird limbo where like you fucking, I guess, sent your request to the FCC and they're just sitting on it. I don't know how. Literally, the Best Buy website says the date's subject to change. Like, it's just, to me, it's a mess. Maybe just because I'm anxious and I want to buy it. And obviously, the majority of people are not me and they're not going to give a fuck. And they're not like clamoring to get a pre-order in. Obviously, I know that. I'm a very small percentage here. But it's like, it just still seems like a mess. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Like, I can pre-order games that have no release date. I can go pre-order Luigi's Mansion right now. I can pre-order, like, when the Switch was first announced, me and Cameron went to Best Buy right afterwards and pre-ordered one. Like, what is the deal here? I've literally never seen this. I've never had a problem pre-ordering anything ever in my life. But this little disclaimer was so weird. It's like, they just, I don't know if they thought they had some grease money, they could grease the wheels at the FCC. They're like, you know what? We'll slip them some little money under the table, get that thing greased, and just get it out there. It'll take like a day. But it's literally been almost a week, and there is no word of when these pre-orders are going to be live at all. I Googled it. No one is talking about this. No one knows. I've literally just seen people saying, like, man, these pre-orders are taking a long time. I'm like, is no one talking about this little disclaimer that was on screen? There's one private eye detective in my last video pointed it out. So thank you, whoever you were. Salute you. But yeah, this was just fucked. I'm like, why? What is going on, Nintendo? You couldn't. Who gives a shit about your fucking secrets? All right, just get your shit in order and get it going. It's not gonna affect your sales. Quit being a little baby back bitch, and let me pre-order my fucking Switch Lite. Like, go if you haven't greased the wheels of the FCC, go grease those wheels, baby. Because I need my Switch Lite. If you want to look like this badass on screen right here, hit up our merch store, FUgameCrue.bigcartel. We got shirts, we got mugs, we got all that fun stuff. If you want to support the channel but you don't want to buy merch, we got a Patreon or the join button down below on the channel. Both of those help out a lot. And hit the links in the description for our merch store, Patreon, all that stuff. My personal channel, RSK channel, everything. Just go down there and get in the description, play around for a little bit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.
Cameron has died. Cameron's dead.